Alright, how to gain muscle. I'll tell you how to gain muscle and how it worked for me and why. I was always a scrawny kid. I got a fast metabolism, so if you have a fast metabolism, this is probably a good video for you. If you want to gain muscle, quick, lift heavy. Okay? Now here's why. You lift heavy, you're breaking down the fast and slow twitch muscle fibers because the muscles are overworking. Now, this doesn't work for everybody. Some people say, low weight, high reps. But in my opinion, and from my experience, if you're doing low weight, high reps, you're just exhausting the muscle. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get a great pump, but that doesn't mean that you're, breaking down muscle fibers. When you lift heavy, you are tearing those muscle fibers for sure. And then, of course, when it comes to nutrition, high protein, high fats, good fats, and if you really want to bulk up, high carbs. I keep my carbs high. I can have as many carbs as I want, and I don't gain a lot of fat, I don't get like bloated. For me to gain a lot of fat, I gotta eat, a ton of bad carbs, white bread and pasta and even candy, all that shit. But I've always lifted heavy, and I've always gotten great results from it. I'll do a warm up, light warm up. I'll get my muscles warmed up, and then I'll go heavy. I'll start at about, the first set will be 12 reps, but I'm failing at those 12 reps, and then it'll be 10, 8, 6, 4, all failing around those numbers. And I get a good pump from that too. And I know that I'm tearing those muscle fibers. And that's how I've always done it, and I've always, like I said, I've always gotten great results from it. I've tried low weight, high reps. I've tried moderate weight, high, low reps, blah blah. But the only thing that seemed to ever work for me was to lift heavy and low reps. But everyone's different. But if you have a fast metabolism and you can eat, I promise that lifting heavy with good form, you don't want to get hurt. Lifting heavy, low reps will get you the results you want. But keep in mind, I don't just go on a bar and throw up weight. You gotta also keep in mind the contraction. You want heavy weight, low reps, but really contract that muscle, squeeze that muscle as hard as you can. It's that muscle-mind connection. And in my opinion, stay away from, do what you want, but bodybuilding.com and all those workouts and the Jim Stepani workouts, they're cookie cutter workouts, you can try a cookie cutter workout. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, try something new. A trainer that gives out cookie cutter workouts is just a lazy trainer. A good trainer, learns his client He learns what works for him and what doesn't. He learns his body. He learns his digestion. He learns, what lifting style works for him the best. And if you don't want a trainer, you don't need a trainer, and you're getting good results, keep doing what you're doing. Don't even listen to this, why fix something that's not broken, in a sense. And another thing that people do and don't realize, they'll try a workout they find online or something, and they'll try it for a few weeks, and they don't see results. They change it up. The shit doesn't happen overnight. You gotta give shit time. When I try to start, when I try something different, I'll give it at least 6 weeks, and see how my results are from it. But it always leads me back to, heavy weight, low reps, especially for chest, back, but when it comes to when it comes to traps or biceps or triceps, whatever I do, those muscles will grow for me. Shoulders, I'll go heavy on the presses, and then I'll go a little lighter, higher reps on shoulders, and really get that burn going. I mean, there is nothing better than a shoulder burn. Oh man, I mean, I like to think there's a lot of people out there that haven't even felt a real shoulder burn. I mean, when I do raises, I will go until I can't lift my arm an inch from my body, and then you really feel that real shoulder burn. Doing sets of raises of 10, I don't, it's not good enough for me. I really gotta go hard on my shoulders, and when my weight is up, my people tell me that my shoulders are fucking huge. Like, my shoulders get big, they get nice and round, and when I get a fucking computer, I'll show up some pictures, or like I said, if you go on my Instagram, you can check out pictures of me. Like I said, my Instagram name is the same as my YouTube name. Same thing on Facebook. If you want to add me on Facebook, just DM me on IG, and I'll give you my Facebook. And I post a lot of pictures on there too. I mean, I love my shoulders when they get big. I get boulder shoulders, and that's I love I love shoulders. I love big shoulders. My biggest lack is probably my chest. I get like a pretty good lower chest and inner chest, but my upper chest really slacks. It's really hard for me to get that shelf. I've been working on it. I've done all types of inclines, tight grip inclines, and it's just I guess it's just a matter of me building my chest more overall. It's gonna take some time. But yeah, do as you want, but if you're a beginner, obviously I guess you can look at the cookie cutter workouts online and see if they work for you. But if you know what you're doing, there's no reason why you should go on bodybuilding and look for a workout and be writing that shit down on paper and blah, 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 and, figure out what works for you. If you know what you're doing, you know how to switch things up in the gym to figure out for yourself. So, and like I said, my first year I gained 60, 70, 90, 100. I gained almost 50, 60 pounds in 1 year. just from eating. And I didn't count my macros. I don't count my macros. I just know how to eat, you know. And at one point, I was eating every 2 hours, but I realized you don't even need to do that. Like, if your body's hungry, eat. Like, don't get to the point of starving where your stomach's like, oh man, I'm fucking starving. Like, eat when you need to eat. If you're full, don't eat. Your body's still digesting and getting plenty of nutrients of shit you ate from before and shit you still ate from, a day ago or 2 days ago. There's always food in your system, but, don't ever let it get to the point where, your stomach's gargling because you're so hungry. Don't. Um, yeah, so that's my take on it. I don't think anything in bodybuilding with someone like me with a fast metabolism, and I was always scrawny as a kid. Lifting heavy is what I gotta do to build muscles. Lightweight, high reps, it'll never work for me. I've tried and it doesn't work for me. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. I'm about to go hit the gym. I think I've been switching it up this week. I usually do a bro split, chest tries, back buys, shoulders traps, legs, but I've been doing chest buys, back tries, and shoulders and legs, but I'm gonna go back to my bro split because it's always worked for me. And people say your body gets used to your workouts, but I don't know, mine doesn't. I've been lifting that. I've been going at it for years now, and doing the same routine, and I continue to get results. I never really hit a wall, and if I do, I just eat more and I break through that wall. But lifting heavy has always given me, my best gains. So I'm gonna keep doing what works for me, and yeah. So hope everyone's doing alright. I love y'all. Be safe. Again, rest in peace for those of us that we all know have lost in the bodybuilding world. They say bad things come in threes. Let's hope there's not a third. We've already lost two really good people. So yeah, everybody out there, be safe, train smart, and I love y'all. I'm out.